50 years ago, a fictional movie shark made real-life beachgoers a little nervous about jumping in the water.
People are apprehensive about going too far out into the water.
But the story of Jaws actually began with a novel written by someone fans of the movie might recognize.
A cloud has appeared on the horizon of this beautiful resort community.
Peter Benchley, who made a cameo playing a journalist, penned the book that inspired the film, motivated not by fear, but by love.
He was fascinated with sharks. He was fascinated with people's reactions to this kind of a force that they couldn't control.
Benchley's wife, Wendy, says the blockbuster movie launched a wave of discovery, a surge in people who wanted to become marine scientists.
And Peter got hundreds, thousands of letters from around the world from people saying, yeah, I was a little afraid, but boy, was I fascinated.
One of those fascinated theater goers, a kid from Massachusetts named Greg Scomo.
Who are you? Matt Hooper. I'm from the Oceanographic Institute.
His childhood hero is Matt Hooper, the marine biologist in Jaws.
You study sharks. How much did Jaws have to do with that?
You know, I saw it in a movie theater when I was 13 years old, and I immediately fell in love with both the shark and the shark scientist.
He's now Dr. Scomo, a world-renowned shark scientist with more than 40 years of research and conservation work on his resume.
Well, I started to realize the more I looked into sharks, how little we actually knew about their basic biology. How long do they live? What do they eat? Really simple questions we knew nothing about.
What he would learn is that the population of this essential ocean predator was declining. Since 1970, the number of sharks has plummeted 71%.
Yeah, there are a lot of folks who think that Jaws caused the demise of shark populations, but that's simply not true. It was really the development of commercial fishing operations that targeted sharks that led to their demise.
Still, shark attacks are constantly making headlines. While the number of unprovoked attacks has gone up over the past century, the odds of a fatal shark attack are incredibly rare, 1 in 4.3 million.
You're more likely to be bitten by a human being than by a shark.
Over time, the shift from fear to fascination has helped turn the tide for conservation efforts. Technology is making it easier to monitor shark movements.
A lot of their features haven't changed, and that's why we call them evolutionary masterpieces.
And conservation campaigns on social media are flourishing. Shark dives have also surged in popularity, with shark tourism generating $314 million a year globally.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
While Peter Benchley passed away nearly 20 years ago, for his wife, it's a legacy that endures.
How do you think Peter would feel about where we are right now?
I think Peter would be just absolutely delighted and awed.
All of it tracing back to a fish story that did far more than frighten.
He created a whole bunch of shark scientists, underwater filmmakers, photographers. Those are good things. It's been really fun to live through the phase of all sharks are bad to sharks are really cool and good.
Heading into the summer, we do have a few shark safety tips. Don't swim alone. Know your strengths in the water. Avoid swimming around schools of fish. And if you are worried about sharks, do a little homework. Scientists now share so much data about what's in your area. Of course, right now the focus is on celebrating Jaws' 50th anniversary. We might need a little bit of a cocktail here. This is from our friends at the Harborview Hotel. They call this the Shark Attack. Of course, you do have to add a little bit of red wine, if you know what I mean. I think I'm going to need a bigger glass.
Wow, that's a little
red wine.
I put pomegranate juice in my vodka fresca.
You do.
That'll be a perfect thing to pour it out of.
Just put a little shark, and then you can celebrate this weekend.
Joe, thank you. Great work. Joe's work has been incredible last 2 days.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.